Shine, everyone. Time now 6 o'clock here on your Monday morning. Thank you for starting your day with us here on Sunrise. I'm Jason Hackett. Lauren has the morning off. We got a lot to get to this morning, but first let's get to John in the backyard, who I know is the happiest Vikings fan in the world.
Super Bowl or bust. I knew that we were going to win as soon as the game started. I had no idea. That was great. That was a huge win for Minnesota. Defense showing up. All right, let's get outside here quick. It is, remember, the sun comes up now an hour earlier than it did Friday, okay? Now it also goes down an hour earlier as well. 40 degrees out here right now. Very warm. That's right, warm start to the year. 40 degrees is warm. Light coats, shed the layers. This afternoon, probably shorts and t-shirt weather, especially for the kiddos. 36 in St. Cloud, 40 degrees. So it's a tricky day because it is going to be 60 for some places this afternoon. And you can see the winds. They're going to be out there at 10 to 15 miles per hour. That's the other story. It's breezy, but there's nothing going on. Cold front is well to our southeast now, and we get to enjoy some somewhat rare sunshine in November. 55 degrees. I could see 58, 59 southwest of Minnesota, of the Twin Cities, down even towards Glencoe, starting to push 60. Very warm day today, a little bit on the breezy side. Let's talk about some big changes this weekend. How about that in your forecast coming up? CC, good morning.
Hey, good morning. Hope your day's off to a good start. Let's check out the bigger map first. Not seeing any crashes at this point this morning. It's been pretty quiet out there for a Monday morning here. But I have been talking for the past hour about all the construction projects that are popping up this morning, the new ones. A lot of them here are going to be in the east, southeast metro. But I also do want to go to the west metro because we're going to see some work happening in the Eden Prairie area on Highway 5 earlier this morning. So I'll talk about that over this next few minutes here, give you a look in that area to see where the project is, what time it starts, and if you need to take any alternate routes this morning. Jason.
CC, thank you very much. We'll talk to you soon. We are tracking a major development this morning in the race to elect your next governor. The state's highest ranking Republican, House Speaker Lisa Demuth, says she is running against Governor Tim Walz. And Michelle, we're just hours from her making her first appearance as a candidate.
Yeah, Speaker Demuth will be making an announcement at 9 a.m., so we'll definitely be there to hear what she has to say. She's already taken on the new title Governor Hopeful after in February she became the first black lawmaker and the first Republican woman to get the top job in the Minnesota House. In roughly the last 12 hours, Demuth published her first campaign video taking aim at the current Walz administration. As the DFL governor seeks re-election for a third term in 2026, the lawmaker from Cold Spring called out how Walz handled the state surplus, taxes, and fraud.
He attacked ICE and gave free health care to illegal immigrants. That's not leadership, that's betrayal. But Minnesotans don't give up. We fight for what's right.
The Minnesota DFL chair issued this statement saying Lisa Demuth is the corporate candidate in this race. If Lisa Demuth and the billionaires win, Minnesotans lose. Several other Republicans have launched their campaigns for governor. That includes State Representative Kristen Robbins, 2022 nominee Scott Jensen, and businessman Kendall Qualls. Jason, yet another name to add to that crowding field of GOP names.
Yeah, certainly getting crowded. And we are speaking to GOP Chair Alex Plekish here in about 10 minutes to get his thoughts on the candidacy and the upcoming race here as well. Michelle, thank you very much. We're also tracking tomorrow's election. Here are some of the top races on your ballot in Minneapolis. Mayoral candidates include incumbent Mayor Jacob Frey, State Senator Omar Fateh, as well as Dwayne Davis, Jazz Hampton, and Brenda Short. All 13 city council seats are on the ballot as well. If you live in St. Paul, you're also electing a mayor. Incumbent Mayor Melvin Carter is seeking a third term against State Representative Kali Herr, Yan Chen, Mike Hilborn, and Adam Dullinger. If you live in Senate District 29 and 47, you'll also be voting for 2 open seats. They were held by former DFL State Senator Nicole Mitchell, who resigned after she was convicted of burglary, and Republican Bruce Anderson, who passed away while in office. The special elections will decide which party controls the state Senate. Today is your last day to vote early in person before polls open at 7 tomorrow. You can find more resources for voting on our website, KARE11.com. We are live now from the nation's capital at 6:05. The government shutdown entering its 34th day and on the verge of becoming the longest ever in U.S. history. That number is 35, and we'll tie that tomorrow if a deal is not reached. Tomorrow is also the day that nearly 500,000 Minnesotans should start receiving their SNAP benefits but it appears that they won't. So Twin Cities businesses are jumping in to help feed hungry families. Audrey Russo is at Hope Breakfast Bar, where free breakfast will be served in less than an hour, Audrey.
That's right. And the state usually starts to distribute those benefits on the 4th of every month, but it's unclear tomorrow whether or not Minnesotans using SNAP will receive any or all of their benefits, which is why restaurants like Hope Breakfast Bar behind me are stepping in to help. And I want to talk a little bit about why things are still so up in the air at this point, because you may remember at the end of last week, 2 federal judges ordered USDA to use a contingency fund to pay for SNAP during the government shutdown. But it's a little murky if that decision was made in time for November benefits to hit recipients' EBT cards. So this morning, restaurants are trying to help families out. Hope Breakfast Bar is serving free pancakes from 7 to 9 a.m. each day until benefits are restored. And Governor Walz is also trying to help. Last week, he announced $4 million in emergency funds for food shelves, but it's also unclear how and when those funds will be distributed. So just really a lot of questions up in the air for folks this morning. Back to you.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Audrey Russo reporting live this morning. Thank you very much. If you're a family who needs help, here are some other places you can go. The Shakopee Bowl says your kids can eat free at the restaurant, no purchase necessary, and no questions asked. You can also take part in a community meal at Egg Roll Queen in Little Canada on Wednesdays and Fridays from 3 to 8 p.m. And the Buzz Coffee and Cafe in Burnsville will serve you a free chili dinner on Wednesday from 5:30 to 7 p.m. If you're interested, you can sign up on their website.